secretly stuck a strip of tape on his neighbor's front door, just to see if anyone was really living there. But when Alan got home from school, the tape was still perfectly in place. It was obvious that no one had come back, yet the moment midnight struck, he heard that same sound of meat being chopped next door. Alan started to wonder if the neighbor was sneaking back at night. He ran outside to check, but the tape was still untouched. If no one lived there, then where was that sound coming from? The strange noises kept happening night after night, and Alan began to realize something wasn't right. Every time he opened his window, the air reeked of blood, so strong it made him gag. What made it worse was that a few stray cats always gathered on the neighbor's windowsill, as if waiting for someone to feed them. Alan decided to secretly keep watch, but 2 whole weeks went by, and he never saw a single person. Then one day after school, he noticed the light in his own room was on. Thinking someone had broken in, he rushed upstairs. He searched every corner of his apartment, but found no trace of anyone. He was sure he hadn't imagined it, so he turned off all the lights, making the place look empty from outside, and waited in the dark. When midnight came, the sound of chopping echoed again, while his apartment stayed completely silent. Just as Alan was about to give up, he saw a few stray cats slip across the windowsill. Disgusted by their mess, he went to clean it up, but then a thought struck him. He collected some samples in a plastic bag, and asked a friend to test them. The results were disappointing. There was nothing unusual in the cat droppings. Still, Alan couldn't shake the feeling that something was wrong. Days of sleepless nights drove him to the edge, so he asked the landlord to move him to another room, but she didn't believe his story. She said he was probably just stressed out and needed a few days of rest. Alan still felt uneasy, so the landlord decided to stay the night with him to see for herself. But as she was about to go to bed, she accidentally bumped into the wall, and what they saw left them both frozen in shock. The wallpaper was covered in dried bloody handprints. A chill ran down Alan's spine as he stared at the walls soaked in old blood. He couldn't believe he'd been living there all this time without noticing. The landlord told him that years ago, a mother and her son had lived there. The boy died, and the mother went insane soon after. Alan immediately searched online for more information and found an old news report. It matched the landlord's story exactly. Terrified but determined, he decided to test his theory again. He sealed the neighbor's door with tape once more, then opened the shared exhaust pipe between the 2 apartments, and attached his phone to a clothes hanger, carefully sliding it through the duct. When he reviewed the video, the kitchen next door was completely empty, but the sound of chopping was still going on. Alan pushed the phone back through the vent, and this time tapped a coin against the glass to make some noise. A few minutes later, he pulled the phone back, and what he saw on that video made his blood run cold.